Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, February 5th, 2016. And I don't care what a rodent says in Pennsylvania or Long Island or anywhere else for that matter, winter is not over. If you don't doubt me, I mean, you can look outside. Pretty good amount of snow. Temperatures this morning range from the lower to mid 30s as that cold air has built into the region after temperatures yesterday were in the 50s. So pretty impressive snow threat, a snow event here. For the most part, I think the forecast went according to plan, but there were some areas that got more snowfall than what I was expecting. So we'll get the latest data from National Weather Service, and we'll do a review of the storm once we get the final tabs on the storm that's moving through. We have winds from the north, and they're going to veer to the northwest, or should I say back to the northwest, at around 10 to 20 miles per hour today. And temperatures will rebound into the upper 30s to lower 40s. And with this snow being so wet, don't be surprised to see a lot of it melt, and then we have some black ice threats for tomorrow. So here's our storm. It's not all that impressive, really. It's a weak low pressure system. Pretty much this whole threat was driven by strong moisture transport and Arctic disturbance here dived on the back end of this trough and pulled this moisture closer to the coast while cold air built in. And there you have your little snow event. And overall, I mean, it wasn't, historic or anything of that nature. Generally, snowfall amounts range anywhere from 1 to 6 inches in some spots for this storm. And here's our storm exiting right now. You can see the moderate to heavy snowfall still focused over much of Connecticut, Long Island, and eastern New Jersey. This will rapidly head off to the east, and by 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, everyone will be drying out and skies will start to clear out. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see that storm steadily moving to the east and exiting out of the region, with Arctic high pressure starting to build in, but it will moderate before it gets here. So let's dive into this forecast. Again, for this afternoon, look for snow showers tapering off, followed by slow clearing skies, temperatures rising into the upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. For this evening, look for sky cloud cover, winds from the northwest, and by tomorrow morning, temperatures will fall into the mid to upper 20s over urban areas and lower 20s along the coast. This is going to be a little bit of a concern because I'm really concerned about the potential here for black ice to develop. Okay, so use some extreme caution when going outside tomorrow morning or even tonight as this snow melts and then refreezes. For tomorrow afternoon, look for sky cloud cover, temperatures rebounding into the lower to mid 40s. Again, that snow is going to continue to melt. And then for Sunday, again, watch out for a threat for black ice with lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s and highs in the mid to upper 40s with sky cloud cover for your Super Bowl Sunday. Not expecting much of any impact. This low pressure system is expected to remain out in the Atlantic. We'll watch it very carefully, though, as these pesky Arctic disturbances can sometimes create a little bit more havoc than what's originally expected. So we'll watch this very carefully, but it should remain out in the Atlantic. So on Monday, there's our storm. Okay, now the idea here is that this clipper remains separated from this storm and keeps this out in the Atlantic. But this clipper here on Tuesday is going to bring the threat for some accumulating snow to much of the region. We'll have to watch this very carefully. On Monday, look for lows in the lower to mid 30s, highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s. On Tuesday, here's our low pressure system, our clipper off the coast, and you see this inverted trough here. This is usually a supporter for some moderate to heavy snowfall just to the north of this inverted trough. So we'll have to watch this very, very carefully as it could lead to some significant snowfall for the Philadelphia metro, central southern New Jersey, Long Island, and southern New England. Usually in this type of setup, sometimes New York City and the northwestern suburbs actually misses out. So we'll watch this very carefully and see how it evolves. So on Tuesday, look for lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the mid 30s with this storm. On Wednesday, sky cloud cover will start to return. There could be a few snow showers as some Arctic cold fronts move through. Lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the mid to upper 30s. And on Thursday, look for high pressure and complete control with scattered cloud cover to clear skies, a brisk northwesterly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 30 miles per hour at times. Lows in the lower 20s, should I say, highs in the upper 20s to lower 30s, but will feel like the mid 20s. So definitely an Arctic chill returns for next week. That is your video forecast discussion for today. Thank you for being a follower of NY and JPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.